Hi everyone, how you going? One more Sleep Till Beautiful Australia day. So we've just been down at the beach and we've got home and all the kids are starving and of course they want chips or Wheat Bix or whatever, and I said, just a second, I've got some sausages, I'll cook them up, which I have, and I want to give you a couple of tips. One day out from Australia Day, how to make fantastic sausages on the barbecue or at home in your frying pan. And once we've done that, I want to show you through what to do with the sausages after you've cooked them. So here's my little sausage. Oh, where's my tongs? Oh, here they are. Just grab my tongs. Here's my sausages. You can see I've just cooked them. Now the tip for a really good sausage on a barbecue or at home in a frying pan is not too high a heat. Too high a heat on your frying pan or on your barbecue is just going to, steam your sausage. It's going to just rise and rise and rise and rise, and eventually the moisture in the sausage turns to steam and it will split, and all the yummy juices and what makes the sausage so nice seeps out into your pan. So you want a low to medium heat. You just want to cook your sausage. A long thin sausage like this is literally going to take you about 20 minutes. If you're doing a short, thicker sausage in your frying pan or on a barbecue at the park tomorrow, that could take up to 40 minutes. So, your beautiful, humble little snag, you can't hurry love, as Phil Collins said on the weekend. So I've done my snags about 10 minutes in a frying pan over a low to medium heat, and I don't put any butter in to the base. I just cook them. I just put them on a low to medium heat, because what will happen as they heat up, the natural fat in the sausage will just seep out into the pan. And then you just want to turn your sausage every now and then, coating it in that hot fat so that it just coats and it cooks to, like these ones here, that sort of overall really even, beautiful brown glow without splitting and losing all the yummy spices inside that make our sausages just delicious. So then what I did, into my frying pan and into the juices of the sausage, I added some onions. Now these onions are just my white onion, and I just thinly sliced them. Now I want to show you how to caramelize your onions. Now a lot of people have an age-old recipe. Hello everyone joining us. You might add honey or maple syrup or golden syrup or brown sugar, but what I have found works best, and I'm just going to reduce the heat a little now, is a caramelized balsamic vinegar. Now, if you don't have a caramelized balsamic vinegar or syrup, just get yourself some brown sugar and balsamic vinegar and a little bit of that into the pan. So I just had a little bit of caramelized balsamic vinegar. So over my sausages, my onion, I go, and then I'm just going to give that a little stir around. Now remember, caramelized balsamic vinegar has sugar in it, and sugar will burn over a high heat. So as I said before, I just cooked down my onions and I turned down the heat before I added the balsamic vinegar, because you don't want it burning, taking to the base of your pan. Then you've got to clean for the next 45 minutes. So we're going to just reduce that heat and just let those simmer away. So I'm going to season that too, just a little bit of salt and just a little bit of pepper, cracked pepper. So, and how you're all spending Australia Day tomorrow? You're all barbecuing, you're at the beach up here in Queensland on the Sunshine Coast. If you haven't been for a holiday up here, you have to come sometime soon. We've just been to a beach in Caloundra called Happy Valley. Now, isn't that just medicinal in itself? Happy Valley was so beautiful. I reckon the water was around 25, 26 degrees temp today. It was just divine. So I just sliced up my onions into the fat of the sausages. I put them, and then I cooked them, wilted them down, and I just added about 2 tablespoons, a really good generous glug of caramelized balsamic vinegar. Now, my next step in my Australia Day snags for tomorrow, I'm going to take my beautiful little snags, and I just put down some absorbent paper to catch the rest of the fat. So that's all done now. We can put that away. And I am going to, this is something you may not have done before. So again, in 4-ingredient style, we like the simple things in life, but we like to take the simple things and with just a few little tweaks, turn them into something quite sensational. So each of my sausages, I have just cut lengthways like so, and I'm going to put them on my serving platter. Oh, there's my hubby. Hello. I just got back from the beach. I come back a little early. They're just walking in now. So my sausages, I'm splitting them down the middle like so, because what we're going to do is create a little pocket to stuff the sausages with the caramelized onions. So far my 3 ingredients creating this dish is just my sausage, into the fat of the pan, added my onions, and then to caramelize, added my caramelized balsamic vinegar. So, and another one, here we go. I'm just doing 6. Now, when I was, for those of you that watched me yesterday, remember that beautiful T-bone steak I did with the blue cheese butter? Oh my gosh, so good. So I bought that because it was on sale at IGA for less than $20 a kilo. So if you're looking for steak, get there this week. It's a national sale. But right next door to the T-bone, that was on sale for $20 a kilo, was this massive tray, 1.5 kilo tray of snags for $8.99. So I grabbed that as well. So, but rather than just your normal snag, this is what I'm going to do with it. So I cooked my snags. I've got my beautiful caramelized onions happening here. And my 4th ingredient, I'm just going to get some tomatoes, and I'm just going to cut these. Now, tomatoes are going to add nutrients to the dish, but also color and a little bit of flavor. So I just got whatever little tomatoes were on sale. So these little beautiful baby Roma tomatoes, yum, yum. I can actually smell tomato as I cut them. So isn't that nice? You know, when you cut into a fruit, you can actually smell it. So little baby tomatoes. And then I'm just going to turn my onions off now. Oops, off. They're done. And let them just stay warm. Cut my tomatoes. And I am going to, add, oh, there we go. There we go. So I've just diced my little tomatoes. Maybe just one more. There we go. One more little Marty. I like food with colour. The more colour in food, the more nutrients. So hello to everyone joining us. How are you all? Happy Australia Day Eve. So remember on this feed 2 days ago, I did the lovely layered lamington cake. Well, that caused such a stir. It ended up being shot for a newspaper article yesterday. That's how popular that was. If you haven't seen how I did that with basically 3 ingredients, scroll back down and have a look for that. Yesterday, for those of you that missed my steak with blue cheese butter, make sure you have a little squiz for that too, because those steaks, the T-bones, on sale nationally at IGA for less than $20 a kilo. So that's a really, really good value. And we love good value things in Australia. So for those of you, I've just seasoned my lovely tomatoes with salt and pepper. Now, only because I have it, not because it is necessary. I had some fresh oregano from my garden. So I am going to, as well, just pull the odd leaf and add it to my green tomato. Now, you do not have to do this, but if you are a budding green thumb like me and you do have a little veggie garden, herb garden, well, go and water it because it's probably very thirsty in this heat, but get maybe some fresh thyme would go beautiful with this, or a little bit of rosemary even, but I just used some oregano. So I'm just going to mix that there like so. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up my plate so you can all see how I do this. My plate of sausages, move that across a tad, move that across for you all. So this is your lovely plate of snags for Australia Day tomorrow. Taking the simple, humble snag. And remember, for those of you just joining us, I was telling everybody, when you cook a snag at home or on a barbecue, a high heat is not its best friend. A high heat is going to turn the moisture in the snag to steam, and it is why your snag will split. If it doesn't split, what's going to happen is it's all burnt on the outside and it's raw on the inside. All been there, done that. Not pretty, not good, not nice, not popular. So you want a low to medium heat for your snaggies. You don't need any fat or any butter in your pan, because over a low to medium heat, it will naturally warm up and release its own fat. So just turn it in that hot fat so that it's nice and golden all over. A long thin snag like this will take you about 20 minutes to cook really well over a low medium heat. One of those short fat porky fats might take 40 minutes. So just be wary of that as well. If you're in a hurry or you're doing snags for a fundraiser or for a kid's birthday party, you know, be a little organized because you might have to start a little ahead of time before they all start yelling at you they are starving, because it takes a little while to cook a really good snack. So hello to everyone joining us. My gosh, these are very popular. So remember to, on sale this week in your IGA stores, lots and lots of really premium meat. So if you're barbecuing tomorrow, some really, really good sales, but hop on over to iga.com.au to check out their website sales. It's all there. You'll see wherever you live in Australia, if you live near one of their stores, the T-bone steak this week for less than 20 bucks. I know I've mentioned it 3 or 4 times, but that's a bargain. That's exciting. So, and that's what's going to save you time and money in the kitchen. So, okay, I have just laid up my beautiful sausages with my caramelized onions. Now, remember too, I didn't use brown sugar. I used caramelized balsamic vinegar. Okay, caramelized balsamic vinegar, and the IGA community code, caramelized balsamic vinegar, just divine, 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 divine. Not only yummy to eat, but nourishing you, but nourishing the community too, because every time you buy a community code product, remember, a little portion of the sale proceeds is invested back into your local community. We love that. So use fingies, or actually no, I'll just use this, I'll use my tongs. What I want to do now is I'm just going to take my oregano seasoned tomatoes, and over the top of my beautiful snags, I'm just going to place them. And there you go, beautiful people. That is how we are serving dinner tonight in the McCosker Turnbull household, with a plate of sausages I bought yesterday at IGA for $8.99. It wasn't just a plate, actually, it was a tray, 1.5 kilos. But let's just maybe perhaps, I've got a little bit of the oregano left, so let's pop that down in the middle for colour. And there you go. Can you all see that? How nice does that look? Looks amazing. So we've just taken the humble snag and we turned it into something really quite sensational. And that's what we love to do in the 4 ingredients kitchen. Now, what else I'm also doing tomorrow, and I just want to show you quickly because it is here in the corner, is a cheese ball. You know me, or for those of you that know me, you know I love my cheese. Always looking for different ideas. So look at this, beautiful people. Cream cheese, cranberries, macadamia nuts, and fresh chives. And then I just went to my garden. I got my beautiful little geraniums, and I've just decorated the plate with that. Use whatever flowers or crackers you have to garnish. But cream cheese, it's actually a recipe from an upcoming book. So no, it's not in any book at the moment, but it is going to be spectacular and it looks amazing too. Now listen, if you have liked this recipe and you have at home a little copy of 4 ingredients menu planner, then turn it to page, I think it's about 70, page 70. Best of barbecues, okay, best of barbecues. Oh, you can see those big fat snaggies on the barbecue there. Lots of hints and tips and really good little ideas on how to cook meats, sausages, fish patties, etc., koftas on your barbecue at home or in the park. But I just want to bring your attention to those ones. So these are caramelized onions, but I didn't do them with caramelized balsamic vinegar. I actually did them with seeded mustard. So for those of you that have 4 ingredients menu planning, bust it out tonight so that you get some inspiration, some inspo for Australia Day, your barbecue tomorrow. For those of you that don't have it, thanks to 4 Ingredients and our good friends at IGA, we got 2 copies plus 2, or Little Fly even likes the cheese ball, and 2 $50 IGA gift card vouchers to give away. So all you have to do is, just comment below and randomly we'll select 2 tomorrow to celebrate Australia Day. So $50 gift card and a signed copy of 4 ingredients menu planning. So we'll announce the winners next week as well. But there you go, beautiful people. Some beautiful caramelized onions served with a little bit of seasoned tomato and oregano to garnish. Something quite simple turned into something really quite spectacular. A little cheese board, a cheese ball made with cream cheese, cranberries, macadamia nuts, and chives. So I will put the recipe of these up for you as well. But if you have menu planning, turn to page 70 because there's a great section for barbecuing there with loads of tips as well. You're going to be the star of the show tomorrow. Now let's just have a look at some of these comments. My God, they're coming thick and fast. But there you go. That's how popular barbecuing and barbecuing action is, isn't it, for Australia Day weekend. Carol Richardson. Having my onions, onions on top. I know, isn't it nice? Just stuffing your sausage, something really simple. Capri Palmer, hello, darling. Jennifer Mullet, hello. Oh my gosh, too many coming in now. I can't read them all. Mary Brown, hello to you. Julie Richards, oh, hello. Darren Allison. Amanda Helen, my boyfriend is an ex-chef cooking on the barbecue tomorrow. We have 2 barbecues at home. Isn't that great? How blessed are we at this time of year to have the weather that allows us to do this, waterside, beachside, poolside, and, you know, everywhere else. So look, to all of you joining us from all over the country, and at San Diego, oh my gosh, Matthew, what time is it in San Diego at the moment? But anyway, wherever you are, we here in Australia are celebrating Australia Day, 26th of January tomorrow. It's a wonderful day, very patriotic day. As I said earlier, I've just come back from the beach and driving home. There are just Australia flags flying everywhere from the homes, the units, the buildings of Caloundra here on the Sunshine Coast. Makes you very proud to be Australian. So wherever you are tomorrow, whoever you are with, slip, slop and slap. And remember, something quite simple can be something quite sensational with just a little bit of E for effort. See you, loves. Happy Australia Day. Bye. Toodles.